welcome back, Amador County. Our pleasure to bring you Miss Monique and a little bit of good cooking this morning.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Oh, it smells so good.
Well, it's going to smell even better here shortly. Okay, breakfast chili relleno casserole. Individual serving, super easy to make. This is a microwave dish, okay? Anybody can microwave for 3 minutes.
You're
so,
kidding.
no, it's a microwave dish. When I owned a bed and breakfast, this is what I served for our guests. So it's actually delicious. People always asked for this particular recipe, and they also wanted to order it, frequently.
Okay.
So it's really easy. Now, Cam, I'm going to need you to do a little stirring. Can you do that?
I can stir.
2 eggs, 1/4 cup of half and half. Very easy. There you go. And go ahead and use that. And what I'll do is I'll keep adding to it, if you don't mind. So a big pinch of oregano, or you can use Italian seasoning. Pepper.
Look at that. Automated and everything.
Oh, it has a light on it. You can't see it, but it has a light on it. So when you're by the stove and it's dark, you can actually see how much pepper you're putting on. A big pinch of salt.
Now, what type of salt do you prefer? Do you like the kosher salt?
I almost always cook with
Sea
kosher salt. Yeah, I like kosher salt, and then at the table I'll use regular eye salt. Keep going, keep going. You're doing very good.
Whip it good.
So what I use is a Pyrex dish. I'm going to say this is about a 4-inch in diameter Pyrex dish. We're going to spray a little bit of nonstick and then green Ortega chili pepper. I'm just going to open it up, pat it dry, take the seeds out.
That's important. A lot of people forget to pat when you're working with chilies or any type of vegetable. Sometimes you really need to pat it dry.
Right. You can put in, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon of cheese, shredded cheese. That's good. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Thank you very much. You can set that right there. And then we're going to go ahead and just pour it in. Will you hold on to the top of that, Susie, so it doesn't go flying?
Sure.
Thanks. Okay. So it usually goes up to one of the lines here. It's about 2/3 full. And then we're going to put it in the magic microwave.
I'll be done.
Okay. So here we go. We'll put it in. We'll give it just a couple minutes. And in the meantime, we're going to make the salsa. So, Cam, if you'll add the onions. I would say that's a good tablespoon of onion.
Where are we adding to?
Right here, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We have just 1 clove of garlic. That's about all it takes. And a large tablespoon, maybe even 2, of cilantro, fresh cilantro. I went ahead and chopped everything in advance so it's easy.
Cilantro is so good.
And then this is 2 tomatoes that have already been pureed. I wouldn't say pureed, but kind of chopped up Roma. In the food processor. And just so we don't have to run the food processor because it's extremely loud, I hate to say it, but they are, I went ahead and just did this in advance.
Oh, great.
We're going to do another big pinch of salt. How about 2? Because tomatoes use lots of salt. They kind of absorb it. A little pepper. And then the secret ingredient. You can buy red chili flakes anywhere. I like these ones. I bought them in Thailand a few years ago when I went. They last forever. These are really hot. If you don't want it as hot, just use the regular red chili peppers. Half of a lemon.
Oh, mucho calor.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what goes into making the salsa. When your salsa is all combined, you're going to want to do one thing that's really important. Here's the trick. Once you have go ahead and combined it, I usually chop a tomato and put it on top. Reason being is that it gets a little on the thin side when you puree it with a food processor. So all you'll do is take a Roma tomato, chop it into small chunks, and you'll add it to it. As easy as pie.
Okay.
You can chop them a little smaller if you like it not so chunky.
So in other words, you have different textures.
Yes, you do want it to have different textures. It doesn't really, it's not as appealing visually and to the senses in the mouth when everything is kind of sloppy feeling. So you want a different texture. When you're done with it, you're going to go ahead and you're going to want to drain it through a strainer. Otherwise, it's going to be too liquidy to stay on top of this dish, and it's just going to kind of run all over.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because tomatoes have a lot of water in them.
They do, and as we get closer to summer, they get juicier and they get really sloppy. So when you make salsa, it's always a good idea to strain it, so it's just not too liquidy.
Right.
All right. I think we have a done product here.
All right. Look at that.
So let me make a little room. Here is our chili relleno casserole. What I did is I basically took the Pyrex dish, inverted it onto the plate. Okay, so cooked it for 3 minutes in the microwave, invert it onto the plate. If you're worried about it falling on the ground, put the plate against the dish, turn it upside down.
Okay.
There it is. what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put a little bit of the salsa on top. And I use a fork just so that we, again, alleviate any liquid mess that we don't want. When it's too liquidy, it just runs down the side.
Right.
The look is not as pretty. A little bit of sour cream.
Look at
I have
Austin.
sour cream.
Sour cream is great.
All right, there you go. You can garnish the top with anything you like. I think I'm going to use a little piece of basil. I also like it garnished with rosemary because it sticks right in and it looks really beautiful.
Great.
Okay. Then the easy part now is I'm all about what the plate looks like. So people love that. I just cut open 2 little grape tomatoes. I'm taking Mrs. Dash, just pour it over the top. It gives it flavor, it gives it color. It looks pretty.
Smells great.
It smells yummy. And we're going to put it right there.
Now, Monique, if you wanted to, could you serve maybe like a little fruit on the side too?
Yes,
make
fruit
it
on the side goes great because you have sweet and then you have salty, spicy.
Right.
You can also do like a carrot raisin muffin. That goes really nice with it too.
Great.
So there it is. There's the presentation. Now we need a taste tester.
Okay, Cam.
Okay.
I'll hand it over to you.
I'll be the tester.
And let's see here. Let me get you fork and knife.
There you go.
Here we go for the official chili relleno casserole, you called it?
That's right, chili relleno casserole. You can make 2 of these in the microwave. It takes 5 minutes when there's 2 in the microwave, so you can double it up. You can make them in advance. You can make the mix in advance, make it the night before, and then go ahead and serve them and microwave them the next morning.
Now, if you wanted to do like a
What do you think? Is it
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah? Good.
now, if you
good.
want to do a regular casserole, could you like lay your chilies down? You know, like just do the 9x9 pan.
Sure. So it looks like it would probably take 8 recipes for 9x9.
Okay, and then
And
bake it.
I would bake it though. Yes, I don't think I would go with the microwave because the center's not going to get done enough in a large pan like that. So go ahead and bake it. 20, 30 minutes. You know, just
350?
experiment with it. 350.
350, and then you can do the whole thing
Yeah,
and
you can make
serve
it
it for
bigger.
a group.
But the presentation is beautiful like this,
It
even if it
is.
takes a little more time making several of them.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great.
Well, Cam's going to take us to a short break by
Yes.
taking another biteful.
Take another bite. Great. Always good to have Monique cooking in the studio for us in the morning.
you.
Hey, we're going to run to an ad break. Stick with us.